money. I'm just getting money. Only making good, my money need a lot. I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Only making good, my money need a lot.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy, Coach Ricks, man, and welcome, man, to Coaches Talk, man, where we discuss all things college football related, OU related, and all sports. Pretty much, we're going to jump into a little bit more softball, a little bit more things like that. But before we get started, man, please hit that like button, man, hit that red subscribe button, man, ring that bell so you won't miss any content, man, that we got going forward. Today's, man, is going to be a very, very important, man, podcast, man. We're going to touch on some things, man, that we normally don't touch on. And when I say we, I mean it's my boy as always, man, the one and only man, Mr. Bishop Frank, man. How's everything going, young man?
Hey, blessed and highly favored. Just doing
Hey,
my thing.
there you
Shout out
go,
to
man.
all my all the family out there. Big salute.
Hey, look at that. Look who's already in here, man. Kimberly K. Hey, what's going on,
There
Kimberly?
it is.
We were just talking about you a few minutes ago, off on the green camera and everything, man. So we're gonna jump into some things today, man. But from Nico, from of course JJ, and the good news we heard from him. We're gonna talk about some other things, man. The OU Crimson Combine and everything, man, as what or spring game or whatever, how you want to break it down. We're gonna talk about that, and then we're gonna talk about some things, man, off the subject, man. Kyron Lacey, the wide receiver, man, from LSU, man. But first, man, we're gonna just transition into life. Me and you, we can always carry on a conversation, Bishop. Me and you, when we talk, because first we are men of faith. But not only that and everything, man, we're young men that see things the way they're supposed to be seen, and we don't try to hide it any other kind of way. Yes, I said young man. I said young man and everything, young man. But it's something, man, that we have to address. I think a lot of podcasts, man, they try to jump over it. They try to, sweep up on the rug because they don't want to talk about it. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna start off by saying this. I'm not a guy that's scared to say, God, I love you. Thank you for everything you blessed me with. Thank you for allowing me to see another day. Thank you for protecting my kids, my family, my marriage, my union. We're so scared to say that out in public, but behind closed doors, man, we sing it to the top of our lungs and wonder. I'm a big believer of things that you say come to realization. When you speak it, it will come into existence. So that's why I always try to be positive. I always try to be positive. I never try to be negative. Uh, but I know I'm going far left with this. But it's something, man, that touched me and you about this Kyron Lacey thing, man, that we were talking about before it even came out publicly, is that there needs to be structure, some way, our inner circle. And like I said, me, you, Jason, Mike, Big Mike, you know, Coach Dent, Coach Robot, we have that inner circle to where, hey, if I have a problem, I can call you guys, or vice versa. We can call and talk about some things. This hurt me more than anything, man, because it's a young man that was fearing a decision that might come down. And this is just me thinking, I don't want to go far left with this and everything, man, but I think a lot of us need to address and have these uncomfortable conversations when it comes to these young men that have been thrown into this whole new basket of having money. That old saying, money brings problems. Money brings problems that you're not ready for. And if you're not ready for it and you don't have structure around you and you don't have the guidance in the circle around you to help you get through those things, it's a lonely, lonely road, man, to go down. So that's just my little thing on it, Bishop. I guess you take over because I know it really bothered you and touched you as well.
Well, thank you first for having me on the cast. What I would like to share with our family out in the streets is that understand life is so short as it is.
Yeah.
Uh, we all been young. We all made some decisions, and not extensive as some others, but we made some things that we thought, man, I don't know how I'm gonna see my way through. But our inner circle kept us, and to say it too shall pass. Well, sometimes when individuals don't feel like that inner circle can handle it, they can implode inside and hold it in, especially us men with he emotions and going into our cave and not trying to share it with our inner circle and imploding and not having a way to release it. It can have dire consequences. And we got to get better as men uh, to allow, listen, nobody is Superman. We all Clark Clint, even though we want to sometimes feel like we Superman. There is major stuff that daily, moment by moment, hits us. Our own fire tests. That's why I explain fire tests are important, but it's also important to evaluate and take stock of your inner circle and knowing that, am I going to them? If I'm not going to them, then it's on me to make sure I go to them. I don't care what they think. The main thing is, I when something like that happens, I need to know who I can go to so that I can gird up myself and allow myself to be re-engineered and get back on path and stand 10 toes down so I can face it. What you think?
No, man, you hit it on the head, man. Like I said, this podcast, man, it puts us back on the map. All the legal litigation that I was going through, everything's done. So now I can get back to my Thursday nights and jumping on everybody's podcast, man. I try to be, what we were talking about is that I had to ask God, man, to allow me to be uncomfortable. I've always tried to be in control of my life and everything, man. How I do things, how I act, how I carry myself. I'm a real big believer in everything, man. That once I go outside that door, I not only represent my family, I represent myself, my mother, my father, my kids, my wife. I got to conduct myself in a way. And if I can't go to my inner circle and say, hey, look, this is what's bothering me. My wife can pick up on me when I'm not acting right, when something's bothering me, because I get quiet. I'm a very quiet person, but I can talk to anybody, get along with anybody. We'll go in the grocery store, man, and I can just gel with anybody. We'll talk for 30, 40 minutes about something. My wife said, how can you do that? You don't know that person. It's just something that God has in me to where I can talk to people and it makes sense. And it doesn't make me feel less of a man to say, hey man, I value the conversation that we just had, you know? Or hey man, God told it's been on my heart. God told me tell you it's okay. It'll be all right. Whatever you're going through, it's gonna be all right. A lot of us men got to get out of this macho ego shit, man, about we can't. There's guys that can't even tell their wives in public, I love you, because it makes them seem like a less of a man. Who whom can't you talk to that you spend your every waking moment with and can't tell anything? Yeah, some guys be like, oh man, I don't want to let her know everything because she's using it against me. Look, man, mine, we ride 10 toes down. Amy know everything about me, and thing that she don't know is because I choose for her not to know. So now we're gonna try to not get too deep and jump off the deep end into the pool and everything, man, because I don't want to jump on that. I want to keep it about Kyrie and Lacey and everything, man. Is that a young 25-year-old man that life is now over? We couldn't fathom that growing up, man. When we was growing up, man, grandma's 95, great grandma's still alive. Everybody's in their 70s and 80s. There was no kids dying at 25, 24 years old. When I was growing up, everything was about longevity. I always hear, when I grow up, I'm going to do this. Or when I get to this certain age, I'm going to do that. You can't make those statements now, man, because there's so many things out there, man, between fentanyl, man, and drugs and this people acting crazy and road rage. It's getting out of hand, man. And like me and you said, I lost a lot of friends due to the election. And I'm like, the election is not going to change me and you. It's not. It shouldn't change me and you. Just because you believe in somebody and I don't believe in somebody, or vice versa, it shouldn't make us not want to be friends no more. Family members breaking up, family members not even talking to people. It bothers me, Bishop, man. It really does, man. And I don't want to get emotional, man, is because I love kids, man. I love seeing kids prosper and grow old and do better. I love seeing kids that from 5 and 10 and the teenage and then grow up and then get married. That is a beautiful thing, man. And people take advantage of that. They take advantage of something that is priceless, and they say, well, as long as you don't do anything bad, you'll be okay. You can't say that no more. Sometimes being in the wrong place at the wrong time could cost you your life and everything, man, and you doing nothing wrong. So it hurts my heart, man, to see that this young man is gone now, man, and I'm gonna get off of it, man, because I'll start crying, man, because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't. A mother and a father, man, has lost a child and everything, man, and so I'm gonna say this to anybody that's listening, anybody that can share it to whatever. There has to be some guidelines and things implemented, not just for the money. See, we think because we're older, Bishop, we think we're a little bit wiser. I think about when all these young men get this money, they need to have someone like a bishop or a reverend or someone they can go and talk to, because like you said, most men don't want to talk about things that are uncomfortable or that they make it feel like a less of a man. The hardest conversation I had to tell my dad, honestly, I'll share with y'all, man, because it's not something, it's public record. It's nothing big deal. When I was when I was 19 years old, I was involved with this girl. Didn't know anything about her. We just I didn't know she was married. I had no clue, no ring, no nothing, no nothing. Husband came home one day and everything, man. We thank God we wasn't doing anything. We was just out and about. Next thing you know, I'm getting charged for raping somebody, and I have no idea what was going on. Thank God that I had people that saw everything and took documents of everything, and I was blessed, man, to like get out of that without even being damaged and everything, man. So I'm saying things happen to people, even on accident. You could be in the wrong place, wrong time, wrong situation, wrong instance, whatever. Man, keep these young kids in your prayers, man, because when they get all this money, they feel like they're untouchable. They feel like they can go out and buy whatever they want to go buy, go do whatever they want to go do. We have to have some guidelines, and not just guidelines for structure, but guidelines for the mental aspect. Uh, um, you know how black people are. We don't go see therapists. We don't believe in therapists. We really don't. I'm gonna sit here and tell you.
Stop telling that truth.
The
Stop telling that
stigma,
truth.
the stigma about some black people. We don't believe in therapy. We don't believe in going to go see someone to talk about our problems. We don't believe in that. And I'm here to tell you, there's nothing wrong with that, man. There's nothing wrong with going to someone, man, and talking things out, because when you do that, man, you open up your heart and you open up compassion to say there are different answers out there for you to receive. You just don't know them. You just can't see them. So, Kimberly K says,
Definitely.
Coach Riggs, can I also say, I also want to publicly pay respect to Mr. Herman Hall and his family. He was 78 years old, old elderman, when his life was lost in that accident. Yes, I have to acknowledge his life. Look, the innocent people that have been taken from this world,
Yeah.
good or bad, it's sad, man, um, to be somewhere and not doing anything wrong, and then your life is just pretty much taken from you without in a matter of a snap. And not to say anything bad about Mr. Lacey, but accidents and things do happen. But I tell my daughters, I tell my nephews, I tell all my players, nothing good happens past 10 o'clock at night for you. Just doesn't happen.
Facts, facts.
So,
But the last thing we do before we put a pin in it is just always keep evaluating your inner circle and make sure you lean on them when those tough times come and those fire tests come. Don't take it for granted, and nobody's a island to themselves. We all need help at times.
oh,
So
John Russell, you so good at this. You so good. Ooh, I love this one. This is absolutely correct. You know how we talk or express ourselves through social media. We share our problems with other broken people and sometimes get bad advice. Oh my God. Misery love company. I always tell my guys, my old football team, I always wanted them to either one cycle in the 9 weeks or one cycle of the football season. You have to go see the therapist. You have to go see the minister or bishop. I want to make sure things that you think are private, that are hindering you and bothering you, I wanted you to get it off you. You got to get it off you. It will eat you alive. Get that shit off you. And I hate to say that word, but get that
facts.
off you because being a minister, and I'm blessed. I'm a minister's kid. My mother's been a minister, man, for over 30 years and everything, man. And I can tell you right now, man, people come to me and I try to give good advice. I always try. And if I don't, I'll turn them over to my mom. Hey, call my mom. She knows more. She knows the Bible in and out. She knows everything. I'm a person and everything, man. I can gel with people. I can be that bridge. I can be that middle guy to point you in the right direction. But uh Kimberly K says, John Russell, yes, sir. Broken people have broken advice. Look, I tell my daughters, how can someone tell you how to keep your man when they ain't got one? How can someone tell you how to cook and they ain't got a kitchen?
Spitfire.
How can someone tell you how to love somebody when they have hate in their heart? So, yes, people are always giving us, people want to be, oh man, if it wasn't for so and so, I would have known that. Stop giving advice when you don't know shit. I always pray about something and then I give advice. I never tell someone something if I don't believe it. If I don't believe it, I keep my mouth shut. All right.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's get out there, man.
What
Cause we're
else
gonna
is on the table?
we'll be on that. Excuse me. We'll be on that forever, man. Cause that that bothered me more than anything. And Kimberly K shared it with me today. And I had heard about it, but I like to try, man, and keep everything positive, man. But sometimes, man, you need to break that cycle and come on here and
Facts.
talk about life. It's okay to talk about Oklahoma and talk about Nico and Giovanni and JJ and uh the backup and the Oklahoma Crimson combine and the drills and all that and how the offense looked and defense looked. That's good. But what about life? Young man is gone. Young man is going to be buried here sometime next week. And now mom and dad is in disbelief. I got other kids that like, coach, we're going through something and I can't even help them. I can't even call and say, you know what, man, I'll pray for you. I can't even do that. And I got former players that are like, coach, what do I do? And you know how heartbreaking it is, Bishop, man, to where I can't even say, you know what, man, call me. Let's talk about it. I can't
Yeah,
even do
I
that no
know
more
that.
because people have this infatuation that I need money from a kid that's getting NIL to be relevant, to be relevant. And yes, John Russell, it's okay to say I don't know. I don't know. But I can find out for you or I can point you in the right direction. And most times, man, the right direction is go to your counselor, go to a minister, go to a bishop, go to your mom, go to your dad, go to your uncle, go to your cousin, go to some. My dad always told me, if you want to know something, go to an old person. Ask an old person. They done been through so much stuff in their life. They'll guide you in the one. They'll guide you in the right direction. Find you an old person with a little bit of white around their neck, a little bit of white around their chin, a little bit of white around their little gray in their hair. They'll tell you what you need to know. All right, that's off that. Kimberly K said, "My heart broke. The desperation of humanity is real. I can only weep and pray." Hey, Kimberly K, that's all we can do sometimes, man. A lot of people, man, don't want to do that. They feel like, oh man, that's I don't want nobody. I don't want to see nobody see me on my knees praying. Shit, I'll get on my knees in a heartbeat, man, and pray. Man, look, you better get out of that. You better get out of that. I'm just telling y'all, man. Don't be like some people and everything, man, and be ashamed to say that you're blessed and you love God, man, or whoever you say you love. I'm not gonna try to say here, and I don't want to get into that because there are so many people that have different beliefs. And cool, whoever you call your God, whoever call your person that you go to in time of need, by all means, go to that person and say, "I need help. Point me in the right direction, and let's keep it moving." Hello, Coach Rick Bishop and everyone. What's up, Ken? What's up, Ken? All right, man. We got
Yes, sir.
we got that off of us because I told you, man, I wasn't gonna hold back this time, man. Like I said, the litigation, the legal stuff is
Fact.
done, so I can be coach again. I just don't want to talk crazy about other things. So now let's get on to the good stuff. All right, good news came out and everything, man, about JJ, man. As we know, it was a break. It was a clean break. Surgery has been done. He is on recovering and everything, man. Everything, all the prognosis and everything is heading good. He's ready, man, to start get the treatment going. And I think everybody, man, was excited for the news to know that he will. I don't want to say he could be. I'm saying God is going to bless him because we know that he's a hard worker, that he's going to get in there and knock out this rehab. He's going to be back. He's going to be back, going to be ready. Excuse me. I think we needed this news. I think everybody was so upset. Oh God, another receiver down. We just can't get it right. I don't know what Emmett Jones is doing. Man, look, it was a freak play. It was a freak play.
Facts.
Wasn't no dirty play. Wasn't nobody being mad or anything. Just a freak play and everything, man. But at least you want to get it. At least you want it to happen that way. Him blocking and trying to make everybody better and try to do the jobs that everybody is so scared of OU receivers doing. He wants to be a physical specimen and get out there and I'm going to do my job. It just happened to happen. So Dwayne says we have to humble ourselves for God to heal. Man, look, boy, you preaching. Don't get me started.
Spit your
Don't get me
fire.
started, man. Don't get
Fact.
me started. Don't get me started. Yes, yes. Good wishes are already coming in. I think Sooner Nation, man, is reaching out and man and everything, man, the prognosis and everything, man, seems good from what we're reading, what we're hearing. So just keep him in your prayers, man. And hey, man, he'll be back before you guys know it, man. Like I said,
Yeah.
this is what we wanted. This is what we
Hey, I
wanted.
will. I wanted to send a shout out to JJ. Is understand everything happens for a reason. Dig deep during this time because what he has for you when you do come back will be game changer. You are the change agent he sent. Big salute.
Well, you know what I'm doing.
I got you. I got you. But yeah, everybody, I think also hearing that Giovanni told him, hey, look, it's a freak accident, but hey, uh, it's a setup for a comeback and to set the world ablaze, and that we got major work to get done. As you see throughout the this weekend, it's important to make sure when we're in the laboratory, they're doing work and not No, not going against the grain and making sure that they stay on point and do their thing. So yeah, keep the prayers up for him. But just like he said, hey, one money don't stop no show. So hey, let's
Oh
keep
no.
it grooving. Let's keep it moving, and let's stay strong in that laboratory because all receipts are due in the fall.
You know what we were talking about off air? Excuse me, guys. Bishop knows I'm eating my burgers, so y'all can get on to me if y'all want to and everything, man. But I wanted to do this podcast, man, because I missed this, man. And like some of you guys said, you've been looking for this show. I've been missing you guys, man. This legal action thing that I've been going through, man, it's bothering me because it's limiting me. It's limiting me from doing podcasts and saying certain things and doing things. There's a guideline that I had to walk through in order to do podcasts. I have to let them know what I'm going to talk about, if I have any special guests. If I mean, it's just crazy. Now I don't have to. Now it's everything's good. We're back to
Definitely.
where we need to be. Um, no action was found in negative standing with me and anybody else, which I already knew. I think that parents just didn't want to accept the fact that the type of money that they wanted wasn't going to come without certain guidelines.
Facts.
There is no more
That's
free
what
money.
it
No, there is no more free money no more. They are finally starting to put some guidelines and things in place to where now the universities are not being held hostage no more. So Kimberly K says Gabe said on their show Burks looked more explosive than last season. Look, man, when you have Kimberly K, let me put you like this.
Yes.
We all know the Avengers. We all know the basic ones. They're good. They're good. Not gonna lie, but they're better when they're all together. He has help now. So yes, he doesn't have to do everything. He could just do his job. JJ do his job. Kearney do his job. Satega, his job. Mateer, his job. X-Rod, his job. So you got you got so many weapons around. Last year, what did you hear? Man, if we could just get Bakes, if we could just get Burks back, we'll be all right. Well, getting Burks back put him on the shelf a little bit longer than what he was supposed to because we rushed him back because we had nobody else. Now you got more weapons around and you got more people. JJ is going to complement Burks. Burks is going to complement JJ. And hey, let's not forget, hey, Carson Kent, man, tight end, man. Look, that pass that that pass that Michael Hawkins hit him with. Hey, hey. So we got guys, man, that's in this room that's looking for the rebirth, that's looking for receipts to be given back out to people because this is Oklahoma. The things that were said last year, man, yes, unprecedented, something that's never happened before here. We are known for scoring 50 points on people, half a hundred. We're hanging half a hundred on people. We're not used to scoring only 9 and 10 points a game. So those days are over. So I think a lot of people, man, are looking forward to this season because they want to see, is this what we're going to accept, or is this going to be something that was only for 1 year? And I believe it was only for 1 year. What do you think, Bish?
Man, you spitting your fire, man. Hey, bottom line is what you were saying is absolutely correct. And on top of that, I want to bring a focus in for our family here is just think about with material coming in. You said Michael Hawkins. Michael Hawkins is cerebral now. He's reading
Yes.
defense. Did you see the difference? He's getting comfortable in that scheme. That's the difference when you have somebody that knows exactly the plan of action that they want to take and how they need to teach and bring people along to development. It's night and day from last year to this year.
Well, it's night and day because we have someone that's confident in their offense, someone that knows how to call an offense, knows how to read a defense, and he really believes in his system.
Yeah,
So we all see it, and we all know. But at the same point in time, as OU fans, we have to take that take that last year. We got to take it because
yeah,
it was embarrassing. It was something that is unprecedented in Oklahoma, but we had to take it because it was atrocious. We had people that were thrown into a situation that they were not ready for. And let's give our hands up to Joe John. He tried. Joe
facts.
John was way better than Seth. Way better than Seth. But
Gotcha.
it's nowhere near Arbuckle. Arbuckle has the energy to know this is how it's going to be. This is what it's going to look like. And this is how it's going to be run. So, uh, when this season comes, man, hey guys, get your popcorn ready. Like T.O. said, get your popcorn ready because
Facts.
it's gonna be a show. This defense is gonna be nasty as hell. It's gonna be
And
nasty.
yeah, and that's why I wanted to piggyback. Just think about it. You know how Coach BV's defense is, and he didn't let up. So oh man, remember how Joe Burrow when LSU came into that one year, and it's like they're not even the same team as they were before. I'm I'm not saying that we there, but we had the inner workings of that because iron sharpens iron, and the first team wasn't letting up. The offense had to go take it, and when you're doing that, that is that championship mindset, and that is actual gameplay. To where if you're doing that in practice, how does that come in the game where you've been already doing that and you know what you need to go to succeed? It's
Look,
chess. We're playing chess now, not checkers.
well, also Bishop, man, if we're gonna be honest, let's be honest. Maybe we needed last year because
There's
it
no doubt. There's no doubt we needed last year because I don't know for you guys, but as a fan, I had grown accustomed to the Big 12, just us winning the Big 12, but I grown ultimately frustrated that we couldn't complete the process, or we had a lackluster defense to match the type of high potent offense we had. Well, guess what? This is the do-over, and we got both. But in order to get there, it had to show that it was warranted that a change was needed. Henceforth, last year.
well, if we didn't, if we were not so bad last year, there wouldn't be we wouldn't have Arbuckle, we wouldn't have John Mateer,
Facts. Facts.
we wouldn't have a lot of things going in the direction that we got it going right now because we would think that everything was still okay. It's not okay. Okay. It really is not. I've
Yeah.
called offense man for over 15 years. I can tell you right now how many times did me and you call certain plays at halftime and then they just stop running them. The basic X and O's is basic X and O's. Stop trying to outsmart yourself. Stop trying to do shit that you don't know, that you can't do, that you don't have time to do. You can't go on deep routes all the time because you don't have the time to block that long for that play to develop. When you got teams blitzing the A and B gap and non-route, excuse me, outside nine blitzing in, you kill them with the tight end zigzag or you do 5 yard curls. Stop trying to do shit that you know you can't do. I'm a big believer. I will nick and cut you until you bleed. I don't need the big punch. I just need to get the five, the five, the five. You know how long it is? It would be frustrating. It would take for me to do a 14 play, 6 play drive on you. It would make you go crazy. A
That's a
defensive
defensive
coordinator does not
coordinator
want you to
worst
go
dream.
14 plays, 7 yards. That is insane. Or 13 plays, 6 yards. That would drive him crazy because that is consistency. You're doing it consistently. And Lincoln, when he couldn't do the big hits, what would he do? GT counter. So we're gonna do that this year. I'll see some things in the combine and everything, man, that I liked. I like when Mateer rolled out, and when he rolled out, if it wasn't there, he ran. So we're in good hands right now, man. We're in good hands right now. So as long as we continue to progress in the right direction,
Correct.
OU fans are gonna be happy, man. They're gonna be happy with what we got. Zago says, I know the national media has hyped up OU, but I still don't think they realize that having material alone makes OU an 8-win team last year minimum. Hey, man,
Boy,
at least you
Zofax,
see it.
spit that
At least,
fire.
at least you see it because some people just don't believe that. A lot of look, this is what it is, guys, and let's just peel the band-aid off. The SEC media and all the podcasters from all the different SEC, they do not want OU to be good. You know how bad it hurts them right now that OU softball girls are coming in there still whooping that ass? It bothers them that
Spit.
Texas and OU are number one and number two. Yes, Texas just got beat today, but Oklahoma and Texas are number one and number two in the powerful SEC, and they still whooping ass the same way they were when they was in the Big 12. So they do not want Oklahoma and Texas to come in there and start running the SEC. That is pillow talk that they don't want to have. That is barber shop talk that they don't want to have because it was always tough in the SEC. Now you mean tell me two Big 12 teams come in there and they're running shit in the SEC? How tough really was it? So that's why they don't want Oklahoma to do well in the SEC. They can't afford it.
Yeah. And I will say this. Uh, Wait a minute. Patty has a whole bunch of freshmen and one or two seniors. Mm. And it's supposed to be a rebuilding year. Once you establish championship mindset and you know how to develop it,
They have no seniors.
you just reload. Hint, hint, football team, team 131. You just reload. And from now on, all the freshmen are not freshmen. They're ambassadors because they're in the trenches with us. And some of them are going to be called upon. And we're starting to see that we're getting the right individuals that has the right makeup to do the work and show the work out on the field. So they're true ambassadors. They're not freshmen, they're ambassadors. So let's go to work and let's go to war. Special tactic teams is in force.
Oh, does she, Kimberly K? I didn't know she had a couple of seniors. Got to be transferred because I didn't think they had seniors. Ah, the transfer in, the pitcher. Ah,
Yeah.
my bad. Thank you, Kimberly K. Thank you for saying that. Patty got a couple seniors. Softball are young. Look, to be as young as they are and only have 3 losses, that's impressive.
I, it's the extension of uh, the gratis assistants that were playing last year that won all 4 years. They have established a certain way and they have shown them the way and how don't be afraid to lose. Just believe in one another and do what you can do to pass the bat and do your job. So that's one thing I pay attention to is that I learned that Um, One thing that Patty has dug into, and when she went through that fire test with Alabama, when they took it from us, she learned from that point on that you lean into the fire. You don't shy away. You allow the fire to teach you what you need to let go of and what you need to hold dear to. And you stay 10 toes down. And once that fire is done, purity allows pure gold to shine through. One.
Welcome to the show, clean cut, shaved,
Ah,
and
look
ready to
at
go.
him.
Mike the Legend. What's going on, Coolio?
What's going on,
What's
man?
what's going on, Coach and Bishop? Glad to see y'all this fine Sunday evening.
Man, you look happy, man. I'm glad to see that, man. I hope everything's
Man,
going well.
oh good Lord, had a good show last night. Just everything's moving right along like the old legend wants it.
That's what it is right there, man. That's what it is. But hey,
Uh,
like Zopik said and everything, man, an improved offensive line, a confident quarterback, and a fresh OC is definitely the right direction. Look, we needed last year to happen in order
we
for us to
did.
get Arbuckle. If we would have
Hmm.
won 10 games, we wouldn't have some of these weapons that we have right now
Right.
because we would think that okay, we would be using that Lincoln statement. Well, we're right there. We're right
Yeah.
there. No, you're not. You're not. You're not right there. Hey, yeah. Sooner Legend looking good. I told you, man. Clean cut, shade, and everything, man. You know, I can't call you the Marlboro man no more.
No, me and the Marlboros had a divorce.
Well, hey,
Look at there. Look at there.
since you came in, we're just
Hmm.
gonna go ahead and talk about what I want to talk about this Nico Lamalava and Tennessee football
I've
and
been
this
wanting to speak on that
and this
since.
NIL dispute. Well, Legend, we're gonna let you start off, man, because there's so many rumors, there's so many allegations, there's so many disruptive things that were said that's not out. Look, before the end of the week, it's gonna really come out what took place
Hmm.
and what really happened. Now, I'm gonna say this because I text you and I text Bishop. There was a little statement, there was a little thing on TikTok and on X when he was talking about a certain Texas quarterback's mom and dad's jet was in Tennessee on Thursday.
Hmm.
And then Saturday, Nico is dismissed. Now,
Hmm.
I'm not trying to say this to start anything because I'm not, but it's just when there's smoke, there's fire.
That's right. That's a
There's people
pretty
out
good.
there's folks out there, man, that be monitoring all these flights, checking
Hmm.
log books, doing all this stuff and everything, man. And I'm just gonna say it. It won't surprise me if, and just if, and this is my thought and my thought only, if Arch Manning ain't in Tennessee before the end of the season, before the start of the season.
I'm thinking that same thing, Coach.
Mm.
Just saying. Now, it could be a coincidence that his parents' jet was there in Tennessee when all this was going
Hmm.
on. That is where Peyton is from, Peyton stomping ground.
Hmm.
I'm just saying it's a
But
coincidence that he was there when all this was going on.
but but to add to the conspiracy theory, Arch and the Manning patriarchs have not gave an official statement about anything.
They won't.
Mm-mm.
They won't. But here's the thing. If Tennessee is not willing to give him Nico 4, Arch is already making 6.5.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
if they're not going to give him 4, do you think they'll give Arch more?
His last name's Manning. Heck yeah.
Hey, Jimmy, I'm just saying, I'm not saying he's leaving. I'm just saying
We're not.
it's a coincidence that the parents' jet was in Tennessee when all that shit was going on. They
Can
made
I
a
say
real
something,
big.
Coach?
Yes, sir.
I don't believe in coincidences. Never have, never will.
Hey, I'm not trying to make nobody from Texas mad. I'm really not.
I'm just
No,
saying
no,
my
no.
belief, Coach.
I'm really not. Well, Jesse, he's better now. Like I said, he was signing autographs at the Crimson Combine and everything. So everything is good. He's in good spirit. Everything's heading in a good direction. I believe that he'll be ready by the beginning of the season. If not, week 2, the Michigan game. So having it to be a break was a good thing, and so you have surgery on that and get back to rehab and getting things healed in the right direction. So no, man, it's all good. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. So, but Nico, all
Nico.
right, legend,
Hmm.
have at it, man. The floor is yours, man. What do you feel?
What
What's going on with the Nico and about his career being over? Do you think it's Nico's fault for wanting more money, or do you think it's Tennessee's fault for not wanting to pay him more money?
I think I think it's a 50-50 situation. I think it's half Nico and half the boosters, the regents. But but Jason pointed out in a group text something that made a lot of sense. Seth Luttrell getting hired there. Did you see that text, Coach?
Yep, yep, yep.
I
Look,
think I think I think
Yes,
there's your
sir.
biggest. I think that's your biggest piece of the puzzle right there.
well, Bishop, what are your thoughts? I'll let you go before I go.
Yeah, man. I just think that it was a faux pas on understanding now that more information is coming out and has been going since before winter. And there's legit on both sides, but really, this is something that should have been had a negotiator. And even if he didn't get the 4, could y'all got him for 3.4 million? Was he least warrant that? You know what I'm saying? To me, it's just it is something that it would everybody can learn from. That man, be careful what you put out in the Twitterverse, because man, those avenues got too many sprays out in that day. You don't have the right ammo or the right vest on, you might get hit.
Hey, maybe I'm old school. Maybe I'm old fashioned. Um, I'm a person that my my word is my bond.
Hmm.
You know, my dad always say, I don't need a pen to sign a piece of paper. Once we shake hands, that's a done deal. You honor that. You you rob from Paul to give to Peter if you have to, but you make sure if you say something as a man, you honor what you say. And then once you honor and you've done what you said do, if we need to go back to the negotiating table after I've done what I said I was going to do, then we can renegotiate. But this is what bothers me, man. And it really does. Bishop, if me, you, and Mike go for a job and they all want all 3 of us, and we go in there and we sell ourselves or pitch ourselves to this job and we get hired. And Mike, you get what you want. Bishop, you get what you want. I get what I want. I don't give a damn what you make, Bishop. I don't give a damn what you make, Mike. Because when I go in there and I say what I want and you give me what I want, I don't care what you make. Now,
Exactly.
if I find out that y'all make more than me, that's my fault. Because I didn't think I was worth what you thought you were worth. That's on me. And a lot of us got to start holding that to their fire. It's like, You're getting paid $2.4 million to throw a damn football. You're getting 3 meals a day free. You're getting room and board free. You're getting all these amenities and everything for free. What the hell do you need 4 million for? That's just me. I don't understand. A lot of these kids don't have, and I'm gonna say this, man, and this is all sincereness and all seriousness. A lot of these young men don't have no damn father figure in their life, man, to hold their feet to the fire. Cause my dad be the first one to tell me, "What did your ass say?" Well, Dad, I told him X, Y, and Z. Then that's what you gonna do. You ain't gonna back out of what you said just because you spoiled. I mean, you need somebody, man, that to have these tough conversations with these kids, man. Because thank you, Jimmy. You're getting a free education. When did it become athlete student? I've always thought it was student athlete. We've gotten lost in this thing because money's involved now. And it just, man, ooh, man, it just burns my ass, man, that you got these millionaires making all this money and you are throwing a damn football. Yes, you might get hurt. Yes, you might get injured. That's the price you pay when you're playing that sport. But you're getting compensated for that. So if we go to work and we do our job, we expect to get paid. When did it ever become I'm gonna go to work, but I ain't gonna do shit, but I still want to get paid? It don't work that way. But we've gotten lost in this thing, this NIL deal. That's why, man, look, don't get me started on NIL. Excuse my language. She a funky ass bitch to me. Sorry. Excuse my language, and I know I should not be saying that, but I cannot stand NIL because people are using it the wrong way.
Yep.
I always thought NIL was to help you eat better in school, make sure you get back and forth, make sure you can get transportation, make sure you can take care of your mom and your dad, make sure that you're getting paid because they're using your name and your image and your likeness in around campus to sell jerseys and programs and so whatnot. When did it become I'm gonna pay you all this damn money and you ain't gotta do nothing? I'm the wrong person to talk to you about NIL.
Right.
Well, I I kind of seen this happening from afar when it first started, and I just think this is what we're seeing now is like everybody predicted it. The college football world, as what you, and Bishop knew and loved, you're going to have free agency, you're going to have agents, and it's not about the kids anymore, coach. And I hate to say that. The money has ruined it.
Do y'all know how we can fix this? You know how you can fix
Uh,
it?
how's that?
How's that?
Piss back.
My brother, I got a family member who works at Clemson, and he says this is what he would implement. You would get a stipend every month. That's all you would get, a stipend. If you got $4 million, you would only get $1,000 every 2 weeks. Because when you limit them on money, you limit them on making bad decisions. When you have a bank account with unlimited money and access to it, you start doing things that you've never done in your life before. And that's when problems start to happen. Kimberly K says Kimberly says, I posted that on Jason's most recent video. Student athlete is now missing. Also, Nico started getting a portion of his NIL while he was still in high school. Look at oh yeah, we know that. We I I haven't got to that yet, Kimberly K, but yeah, we knew that. There's some of my old players that was getting money in high school. And it was probably the first year or second year of NIL. I saw the change coming then. The change is that you cannot start giving kids that don't have no guidance, no structure, no ability to honor a word, millions of dollars, and expect for them to be straight and narrow. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. They always say alcohol brings out the true person in you. I believe that about money. Money brings out the true person in you. If you're an asshole, you're a rich asshole now. Just it's just it's I'm sorry. It's just that's just the way it is. If you're an ignorant person, you're a rich ignorant person. I mean, let's just be realistic, man. Is that Bishop and Mike and me? Let's just be honest. Right now in our lives, if someone was to give you $80 million, how much would your life change? Honestly,
Really, it. I would have money that I didn't have, but as far as changing me, it wouldn't change me.
Bishop.
Yeah, money don't make me, because I already got portfolios as is, and I I'm a life coach, so all it is a way to re-engineer your life. But like you're saying, if you don't have the right tools to deal with it, it can be a bit much.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've always said it like this: Wayne and Maxine Wilkerson made me the man I am, and I'm not. And an old song that I heard from the '60s: "I don't give a damn about a greenback dollar. Spend it just as fast as I can." That's about how I feel. You know, I'm a product of my mom and daddy. I'm not a product of money.
Yes.
But
I
on the other side, you guys, we're talking about, and I get where Coach Ricks is coming from, is a lot of these young men aren't having that type of backing. And that's why it's so important why the Soul Mission plays a huge part, because they also deal with the finances and the CPAs and helping them understand once you transition, how to transition. And that's why they have them, because not everybody's going pro. Some
mm-hmm,
people are going pro into actual being a professional.
mm-hmm.
And so with that, you have to understand how to navigate and how to understand how everything works so that you don't get hit. Because you touch that money, soon as that you're no longer connected, it becomes ordinary income, and you got to pay taxes right then. And I know with the education that they teach them, that is a big deal, but not every university does that.
which
I
is
want. Go ahead.
which is
Go ahead,
why
Mike.
I've been sitting here thinking, you know, I've always held this under my breath, but in the next 2 or 3, maybe 4 years, these players that's getting millions of dollars in NIL and all this, that, and the other, how many of them's going to end up like Willie Nelson was and end up owing the IRS several tens of thousands, if not millions of dollars?
Yep. What Jesse is saying is exactly what most of us would do. Jesse said, I would live in a nice big house, have a nice car, and take care of all of my family here and overseas. I then would invest it for generational wealth. A lot of people don't believe in generational wealth. That is something in everything. Let's just be honest. That is something that a lot of us are not being taught because everything is about now, 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 now. It's not about what my kids can have, what my kids can have. You know, I tell people all the time and everything, man. My father had some land, and when he passed, this certain individual, I'm not gonna say her name, she's passed away now, was trying to take everything that he had. Okay. He had a lifetime deed on some land. So even if she tried to steal it, She couldn't. It was going to always stay in the Rick's name, always stay in the family name because he put a lifetime deed on it. A lot of us are not educated enough to know and everything is that there are things that we can implement, things that we can do to generate generational wealth. We just choose not to. It's because a lot of people don't understand that generational wealth is not rich. Generational wealth is means that the knowledge that you have and that you will always have it. You will always have it. So Jesse, I commend you on that, man, because a lot of people don't believe in investing in generational wealth. They'll invest in things and everything, man, like stock market and all that, but they don't invest in currency, stocks and bonds. They don't invest in land. I'm a big believer in the. I would love to buy land because once you buy land, let's say
They ain't
something
making
happens.
no more.
Let's say I can have. I need somewhere to go stay. I'll take an acre or so, and then I can use that as equity and go build me a house and let that pay for itself. But a lot of us, I've been blessed to that my father told me is that you're going to take an economics class. You're going to major in math. You're going to major in business. You're going to major in communication to where you can talk to people in a room. You can negotiate to people in a room, and you can financially be able to stabilize yourself in a room. A lot of us don't know that. Yes, Jimmy, gold and silver. See, a lot of people, it like I said, man, this podcast, man, is going to be about every damn thing. It ain't just about football sometimes, man. It's about life. And a lot of people don't understand is that the people that we have in our comments and everything, man, these are people and everything, man, that have lives, that have responsibilities and things, and they've done things in their lives. And by them saying what they're saying, like Jimmy and Ken and Chicken and Jesse, these are young men that have generational wealth and knowledge. You can have generational wealth in a lot of things. If you have generational wealth and knowledge, I love to read. I love to read. I love to read. I love to read. You know, it's just that a lot of people don't like to read because they don't think that it's worth their time. So, anyway, back onto the subject with Nico. Here's my thing with Nico. I think that Nico tried to negotiate for more money, and Tennessee wasn't having it. And sometimes you can bite the bullet, and then the bullet bites your ass back. Because if I'm making 2.4 and I ask for 4, now I ain't got nothing now. Now I ain't got nothing.
Nothing from nothing leaves
So
nothing.
someone in here says they think the landing point, and I think it was Chicken. Chicken says he's calling Colorado and USC. I say no. Colorado already has a number one. They have a 5-star quarterback that that transferred in. And USC has already put out a comment that they don't want him. But Lincoln could be saying that to be saying that. But uh, we all know for a fact it can't be an SEC school. So now, where do you think where he might where he might land? It can't be at the SEC school.
Probably somewhere in the. I'll say somewhere in the Big Ten. Oh, maybe Penn State. Uh, one of maybe Ohio State. Maybe
Mm.
Michigan.
Michigan just gave Underwood 12 million. He better
Oh,
not be on the bench.
okay, okay.
If you 12 million, you on the
I
bench.
was I was I was just thinking of the big house, big powerhouse, Big Ten schools. But anyway, I think it'll be somewhere in the Big Ten or Big 12.
Kimberly K says, I want Nico to be successful. I think everyone on here does. This process is concerning. Excuse me, hold on.
Yeah.
There is horrible implications for these young men. These young men, people are not acknowledging, not you guys specifically. Yes, Oh, excuse me, guys. Ooh, down the wrong pipe. Ooh, I'm trying to eat this burger that I made and do this without you guys knowing.
Your
Uh,
epiglottis didn't close.
I'm getting close. All right. Ken says UCLA, SMU, West Virginia, North Carolina. I can see North Carolina with
UCLA and North Carolina for me.
I didn't think about that. My bad, guys.
No, it's your opinion.
no. I mean, I don't see. I mean, well, yeah, he's a West Coast kid, but if USC don't want him, you gonna go. You gonna go to UCLA?
What about Washington?
Mm,
No, they
nah.
don't get. No, they won't. They won't. They won't. They won't bust a bag for him.
I'm gonna tell
Or
you where he might
Wazoo.
go. Tell you where he might go that nobody's talking about.
Where's that, Coach?
Oregon.
I I forgot about the MR2 Ducks.
They gonna
Mm.
they gonna pay him his money.
They got that Nike money.
They're not paying Nico $4 million for half a year coming off. Yeah, I don't know, man. Hold on, I'm echoing.
I'm muted.
Careful, coach. We don't use croquet on it. Yeah, man. I'm trying to. That's why y'all don't see my face, man. I made some burgers before the podcast, and I was trying to get it done, but I was like, I'm not gonna push this podcast out no more, man. I'm finally getting back to getting on here like I'm supposed to be on here weekly. So I'm just trying to eat this burger and everything, man. So when I get this burger
Yeah.
done, I'll jump on.
Yes. Yeah.
What?
And I was supposed to run it.
Yes, yes. Chicken says, well, regardless, he better hit the right offensive team conference because apparently Hype didn't trust him enough to win it. Running defense was the calling card. Look, man, at the end of the day, this young kid, the numbers that he did last year in the blowout against Ohio State, they were not good. You cannot end the way that you ended your season and expect to get a raise from 2.4 to $4 million, and you got blew out in your last game. I would have said, hey, let's come back next year. Let's try to get better than what we were. Then once you prove it on the field, then it's okay. Because it's easier to go into a negotiating room and negotiate more money when you have video that, hey, we're winning now. We're doing better than what we did last year. You can't go into a negotiating room and negotiate more money when the last thing they saw of you is that you got blown out and you lost. There's no way they're going to give you more money. Kimberly K said, no disrespect, but Washington can't afford him. They could only offer material $1 million from the collective. The coach was holding back tears talking about it. So $4 million is way too much. Well, like I said, I think it's Oregon. If he's a West Coast kid, I wouldn't be surprised. It might be UCLA, but who does UCLA have that he can throw the ball to? And are they going to be good? Whoever he goes to, they're going to have some type of chance to make the college football playoff.
And his only
I'm not.
chance would be with his only chance out there would be Oregon.
Well, hold on. If he's from the West Coast, what about what about Arizona?
Arizona would be a good one.
Is
Or
Fujina junior or senior?
I think he's a senior.
That might be a good spot.
Well, wherever he goes. I mean, it ain't got to be the West Coast. He might go to the ACC. Didn't I mean? So it could be anywhere, guys. We don't know. I don't
I'm
know. I
thinking,
don't
what
think
about Florida State? Do they need?
they just got a quarterback, and they also got the quarterback that left Oklahoma.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah.
what's his name? God dog it. I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't prepared for his name to be brought up. I didn't even have it. Who's the quarterback that we lost to Florida State because Jaden chose Oklahoma?
Sperry.
Steve Sperry. I mean Sperry.
Yeah, Sperry.
Kevin. Is it Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin Sperry. Kevin Sperry.
Okay, Kevin
Yeah,
Sperry's there. So and he hasn't even played yet. So I don't know where he's gonna go, man. Lanning did get back with Heifel about someone trying to sell Nico to Oregon the other day. I'm just telling y'all, man. He gonna go to Oregon. Oregon has no quarterback.
Yeah.
That's any good. Oh, Nico doesn't care about Natty's playoffs fans. It's all about himself. It's facts based on action. Hey, man, a lot of these kids, man, are worried about this money right now, and it's one thing, man, that's gonna always be around: money, death, and taxes.
Yep.
Always,
facts.
always. They are gonna always print more money. Taxes gonna always be around, and you're gonna
And
die
you're gonna
someday.
die someday.
So stop chasing the bag, man. Yeah, I mean Dante Moore is good, but who would you rather have? Has Dante Moore proven that he can is better than Nico? Hey, okay. Kim LeKay said Dan Lanning said he's good with Dante Moore and Austin Novosad.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe this is the year, man, that he shouldn't have went nowhere because where can he go?
Texas Tech.
Go no damn Texas Tech
Oklahoma State.
to go to go 0-13 again.
Yeah. I
Man,
mean,
look,
their quarterback went from college straight into the nursing homes.
if we really put our thinking cap on, where do we think he would go? I'm
Oh,
thinking I'm thinking North Carolina because of Bill Belichick.
uh, that's
Yep,
what a lot of
there
people
it is,
are
Jimmy.
thinking is
There it
that,
is, Jimmy. Me and you on the same page, big dog.
yeah, Belichick in North Carolina because he knows how to develop quarterbacks.
Gundy would make him a man.
Good one, Kimberly K.
I'm 40. I'm a man. In my opinion, I wouldn't want him in my locker room. Hey, thank you, Ken, because if you make it look, this is the game that we have right now is that you're making money now. And what you're telling your teammate is, I want more money or I ain't playing. So does it come into fact that playing football should be more important than negotiating money?
Yeah, it seems like it's moving in that direction. It shouldn't be, but man, it sure seems like it's a more. I think college is getting more and more like NFL in certain aspects.
Chicken, I agree with that to a point. Coach, money is made for the long run, not the impulse move. Look, man, you're gonna make money. If you play college football right now and you're just decent, you're gonna make money. But is the money you're gonna make outweigh the education that you're gonna get that you can make money for the rest of your life? See, everybody keep
Fact.
thinking about that little $2.4 million a year. Okay, let's take that. You made $2.4 million for 3 years. All right. So 2.4. So that means that you made $7.2 million in 3 years. Okay, cool. Now, in 3 years, because you might go pro, out of that 7.2, Uncle Sam gonna get his cut. So instead of that 7.2, you might get 3.9 or 3.8. Okay. So you got 3.8. Is that going to do you good for the rest of your life if you don't invest it right? And you're gonna want cars, you're gonna want jewelry, you're gonna want a house, you're going to be broke before you can really start to enjoy all this. This is what bothers me about NIL. It's all about, as long as you play football, I will pay you money. What happens after football? You might not go pro. What are you going to do? That's when your education kicks in, and then you
Facts.
can start living off your education and your knowledge of what you've learned in those. See, man, people just don't get it, man. That old saying, would you rather have 10 million dollars, or would you rather have an education in a job that makes 150,000 a year? Which one would you have? Most folks take
B.
10 million. Most folks take 10 million. They would.
I'll take B.
I'm going to take the education with a job that makes $150,000 a year.
That's
You
me.
good?
But we're not educated enough to know that. Only thing they see is, ooh, 10 million. 10 million really isn't 10 million. 10 million, they don't tell you that taxes is going to be taken out first.
Yep.
So, hey man, look, that's we're trying to educate. We're trying to educate here. I mean, I'm just hoping that people understand, man, is that all that old saying when you play dominoes, all money ain't good money.
That's right.
My dad used to always say that all money ain't good money, because I would take a nick, I would take a nick, I'll take a dime, I'll take a nick, and then my dad would hit me for a 30 piece. And then I'm mad, like, how did you do that? Because I kept taking money that I did not need to take.
Right. All money ain't good money.
Urban says, dog, no non-desperate program coach in their right mind would take a risk on him given the way he went about this. You can't use being broke or poor as an excuse for this greedy request. You are absolutely right. Thank you, Urban. Hell yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This desperate, nobody's that desperate. Because if you get him in there, look, it's been public record that he wanted 4 from Tennessee. So whoever gets him, they got to give him 4, right? You think so?
Yeah.
I
Mm,
concur.
If
I
that's what
hear
he
you.
wanted, if that's what he wanted, 4, right? So
Yep.
if you come in and give him 4, that lets everybody else in that locker room know, okay, he got what he wanted, so I'm gonna go in and get what I want, or I ain't playing. And then it starts a domino effect of now you have players in the locker room that want money before the program has even played a football down.
And see, what I will share is that like the Underwood went to Michigan. He hasn't played it down yet, but I guess
Underwood.
Michigan saw the
Underwood.
yeah. It's just certain positions uh, they cause a certain magnitude, and the bottom line is though once you start playing, they have actual evidence to concur if you're warrant the increase, and that's where I think he ran into is that he had some evidence that he's still a work in progress. He's developing, and he showed some promise. But hey, to each his own. That's the way I look at it. Is that I know he showed promise, but did he give everything to be warned to demand an increase?
Here's my thing: is that I always try to remove myself from my kids' negotiations. If my kids are, I raise my kids to be smart enough to know how to go into a room and negotiate for what you're worth. I ain't got to be in there to hold your hand. If you need some, I mean, just because you go in there and negotiate, don't mean that you got to say yes. I'll take what you got to offer right now. I always told them if you don't understand something, let them know. Hey, let me get with my team, or let me get with my lawyer, and I'll get back with you. You ain't got to go in there and tell them, oh yeah, I'll take whatever you want. It's okay to get a second opinion or have someone look over what you're going through. So I stay out of that. When a
See,
parent when a parent
go,
gets involved,
yeah,
it's about the parent now.
Mm-hmm.
and if nothing else, I feel that this really was a faux pas, but it was one of those coincidences that needed to happen so that behind the scenes can stop being behind the scenes, and we all knew it was happening. But now it's like because it's moving to a NFL model for the college ranks. Let's be honest, a lot of this is going on, but a lot of kids have shown that they're worthy of it. But then you have certain instances that even Oklahoma went through with Green. Is understand a lot of teams are dealing with it. It's the way, how do you deal with it? And do you deal out in the open on Twitterverse, or do you deal with it in house?
Let me ask you guys this, okay? And even you guys in the comments. Hold on. 14-0. Okay. How bad did all you girls get beat today? 14-0. Softball beat Bama 5-1. Baseball men's lost to Vandy 2-3, and softball lost 1-6. Okay, softball girl lost 1-6. Okay. Look, I'm gonna ask you guys this question. If you had a son or a daughter and they were making 5 million a year playing whatever sport they were in their profession, how would you advise them about playing? And I'm gonna word this right so everybody understand and they can answer the question. If you had a son or a daughter that was in a profession, they were making 5 million a year to play that sport in college, and they came to you and said, "Hey, I feel like I'm worth more money." What would you guys say?
My first approach would be let's look at your stats. What did you do during postseason? Uh, how many times were you injured this year? Uh, what there was another factor I was going to throw in there, and I just went brain dead. Uh, but let's like say my son or daughter started every game in
Hmm.
their profession,
Hmm.
and I'm going to use the Nico Imaliva as an as my foundation.
Okay.
And let's like say they make it to the postseason and they get blown out. I'd say, mm-mm.
Well, I would. To me, it's like 4 million. No, but if we can negotiate 3-3-1, 3-2, then we got something. But it just seems like it was 4 million or bust, and that's where you never in negotiation leave it where it's either yay or nay.
No, 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 no. Your son or your daughter is making 5 million a year playing the sport that they're in college for, and they come to you and say, "Mom and Dad, I feel like I'm worth more." What would you tell them?
Well, now what I tell them is like, okay, do a pros and cons. What have you brought to the university? if you have took them to the playoffs, uh, you had a great year. Were you in the postseason awards, their name mentioned and whatnot? Understand, it's a lot that goes in it. It's not just. Uh, I would have to let them know, hey, when you go there, you got to expect you're going to get a no. And as is, if they're making 5 million, that's a $20 million NIL. So uh, I would tell them to tread tread lightly and really think about it and do the pros and cons, because it's, my thing is, you're not bigger than the university.
Bingo. Bingo. I was looking for that, and I was gonna say, man, y'all two missed it. But hey, Bishop, you saved him. You're not bigger than the program. My response to my daughter would be, they're paying you $5 million a year. You're getting a free education. You're getting a free room and board. You have no stress and you have no worry. You have no responsibilities other than going to school, making good grades, and playing that sport. I would tell you, be humble and still play. If you're as good as you say you are, your stats and everything else will be evaluated at the end of the year. We will tackle that at the end of the year. As of right now, your ass is playing sports and don't even talk about negotiating no more. Because I teach my girls and everything is that your word should mean something. Just because you feel like you're worth something doesn't mean that you are worth that. A lot of us get so lost in this, well, they're making this and I'm making that, so I need to make more. Negotiate what you want, work through that contract. Once it's up, now we can go to the negotiating table and say, hey, I honored that first one. These are my numbers. These are my stats. I feel like I would need to up it up a little bit because I'm bringing more to the table now than I did then. So I think that's what we need to do. Is a lot of parents don't want to tell their kids the truth. Is that honor the contract that we started. Once you get through, we can go back to the negotiating table, and we can, then we can say, hey, I'm worth this. I feel like if I get this done, because I'm a manager of a region, and I always tell my employees, if you do your job, I'll know who gets a raise. I'll know. I love to give people raises. I love getting bonuses. I love the morale that my guys have because I love to be the person to say, hey, you know what? The numbers last week was this. They were up from what they were last month. Hey, pizza party tomorrow. I got you guys. I'm a real big believer in showing my guys how appreciative I am. And you ain't got to come to me and tell me that you need a raise. I'll already know. Because that's my job, is to know who needs what. My job, who needs to do this and do that. So us parents, man, we got to be the bearer of say, hey, you don't deserve that yet. Honor what you started, and then we'll go back after the season. That's just my little thought.
Right.
Yeah, we got to give them tough love sometimes, Coach.
Yeah. But I will say this. Let's say, for instance, they're like the Harris kid at OSU that is now playing for the Cardinals. And that last year, they really pushed for in one season to pay him 20 million to stay. But he had shown that he was worthy. Well, I don't know 20 million, but you get what I'm saying. That's what they were offering to they keep him to stay one more year.
Yes.
So I really think the NFL is pushing in real quickly on the college game.
Well, it's becoming that. I mean, is no longer college. This is now the professional. This is now the NFL, and this is the first holdout that we've had since This
Yeah.
all started. Is it
Yeah.
going to be
Hmm.
the last? No. Yes, Nathan. Thank you. Semi-pro. That's what it is. Semi-pro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you can't say the NFL because that shield means something. So semi-pro
Yeah.
is
Yeah. Semi-pro. Yeah. That
exactly right.
good. Good catch, Nathan.
But I mean, Nathan's right. It's semi-pro. You, man, we're getting lost in the money. I keep hearing, "Oh, money is killing college football." No, it's not. The NCAA killed the college football a long time ago.
Yep.
I cannot be a governing. I cannot govern a business and an entity and let people come in here and run it, and I have no say so. That's just like me buying a house and I pay the mortgage, and my kids tell me what to do, and I don't say a word. You've got me messed up. Kick rocks, but they're so scared, and they let them get away with so much shit. Now that they want to put a stop to it, they can't because so many lawsuits would be filed against them that now their hands are tied behind their backs.
Yep.
So, NCAA, what's going on right now? That's your fault.
Yep.
That's your
Yep.
fault because we knew this was going to happen. When you started paying people and there was no guidelines and there was no stipulations and there was no nothing, it's the wild, wild west.
Yep.
Who got the most money? Texas Tech. Who got the most money? Texas
Yep.
A&M. Who got the most money? Texas A&M. Who got the most money? SMU. So I tell folks, man, SMU ain't got no money. Well, you better go do your homework.
Yes, they
Yeah.
do.
That's all money down there. That's different kind of money down in SMU. They were paying guys back in the 70s.
Yep.
So you know they got money.
Yeah.
And it wasn't no car. They were buying houses and mobile homes and moving mama and daddy to here. I mean, hey, there you go, chicken. Tell them do their homework. SMU can buy Iran. There you go. Do some homework. They got a they got a lot of money in SMU.
Heck,
Those
even their Division 2 schools in Texas has money.
yes, there you go, Ken. SMU has all money.
All money.
Yeah.
And hey, look, we can sit here and say what we want to say. When people talk about SMU, they see SMU as a small school. And yes, you couldn't pay them back in the day, but now that you can pay them,
Hmm.
oh, those all owners are like, hey, how much you need?
I got you.
15 million? Oh, that's chump change.
Yeah, that's chump change.
So, hey, man, look, it is what it is, man. Let's not get too TCU, SMU got sugar mamas. That got to be chicken. Yep, that's chicken. Right on
Yep, that's
time.
chicken.
Right on time. Chicken is always on time. He might be late, but he's always on time. All money beats Hollywood any day.
Facts.
So,
Facts.
all right,
Big
we got a lot of things taken care of and everything. So now that Nico is gone, Jake Marklinger is the new quarterback for the Tennessee Volunteers. He said that he had no idea that Nico. He said he's stunned that Nico didn't report to practice Friday morning. They were having tacos Thursday night, but he didn't report to practice Friday morning.
That's crazy. Yo, I'm gonna eat this dinner with y'all, and I'm gonna be out.
No, man, we about to get up out of here, man. It's an hour and 34 minutes, man.
Oh no, no,
I'm
no! I was talking about Nico when he ate that
oh
supper with them.
oh hey.
I
I'm
believe that like I believe that like I believe in leprechauns.
I look, it's either North Carolina. That's a big market. He has to go to a big market if he wants the
Yeah.
$4 million. Okay. North Carolina can give it to him due to the Charlotte market. Their games are televised in the Charlotte market. He can go to he can't go nowhere. Can't go to Michigan. Can't go to Ohio State. Can't go to any SEC schools. I mean, it might be UCLA. It might be UCLA. You know who? Ooh,
It's going
damn!
to
I didn't
be interesting to find out.
think about that. Who needs an offense that defense was always good? Huh? Do we think Utah?
Mm.
Ooh, I don't know, man.
Do we think Utah?
Ooh.
I mean, Texas Tech. I mean, it would be a good fit. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I just can't see him. I mean, Texas Tech can pay him, but I don't know, man. Nathan was asking us, where did he end up, Coach? I don't know. I mean, the portal opens Monday. Is it next Monday or this Monday? Next Monday. So we'll
It
find out.
opens this Wednesday.
Oh, this Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll find out.
That's
The only thing I think about Texas Tech is what's his name from the Kansas City Chiefs. Uh, let them know, hey, we'll build stuff around you. Then that's where I see.
What's up, Comanche Sooner? What's up?
what's up, Comanche Center.
Uh
What's
I,
up,
I,
Comanche?
I still think that it could. I mean, look, I don't trust Lincoln as far as I can throw him.
Me
Lincoln,
either.
Lincoln will say one thing and do another. I also Texas A&M,
Hey,
but that's an
I
SEC
forgot
school.
about Texas A&M.
That's an SEC school. He can't go to an
Ooh.
SEC
Oh
school.
no, he can't. Yeah.
nope.
So I don't. It's gonna make it
I mean,
real hard for
they
him.
can go to an SEC school? They just can't play for a year, right?
Who gonna pay him $4 million on the bench?
No, come on.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, no, he can't.
That's true. That's
Listen,
true, Coach. That's
I'll
true.
give you.
yeah,
I'll give you. I owe you. I owe you next year.
hey,
If you come
hey,
sit behind my
fellas,
guy right now, I'll give you your $4 million next year.
what do you think about having them go to JUCO and then come back?
What JUCO gonna pay him $4 million?
Now I ain't saying no 4 million, but
Guys, he left Tennessee.
I know
He's not
that's
gonna go to
crazy.
no JUCO and
I
make $4
I
million.
I a bird in the hand is two and oh Lord, Lord, let me
I
start.
know what you mean, Bishop.
I mean, but what school's gonna want him? I mean,
Mm,
somebody said it in the comments earlier. Who would want him after what he pulled on his team? His daddy got involved, and they were talking about he need more money. So, who's going to pay him to come there and do what?
mm.
It's going to be very interesting where he lands because it's
We
going to
always
need to
talking.
have a structure and it's going to need the buy-in of the entire team because you don't want no friction.
Exactly.
I no, I thought I had it, but that ain't. He can't go there. Oh man, where can he go? And be,
But would BYU pay him?
no,
Mhm.
they're a Mormon school. They ain't paying you no $4 million.
That's true.
Maryland.
No, ain't going to Maryland.
Okay.
Okay, guys, put it in the comments where you think Nico Lamalava might go, because I'm stumped on this one, man. Because
I
it
am
can't,
too. I
it can't be an SEC school, so
It's UCLA for me. I just
UCLA or I'm now saying UCLA or Oregon. I'd,
Mm.
and I know Dan Lannon said he wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole, but mm,
mm.
Ramen Lemon said Nico would end up at USC or Texas Tech.
wow. Wow.
Now, how about this? Just bear with me on this one. What if he goes to a school and sets a year? If he does that, he can go to Nebraska. He can go to Nebraska. He can go to. I mean, everybody keeps saying Texas Tech. Everybody keeps saying Texas Tech.
Yeah, but
Is that
Yeah, right.
don't
Raiola is still there, right?
yeah, isn't that Dylan Rayola still at Nebraska?
yeah?
Would
Okay,
Stanford pay?
okay. Ryan Lemon says, just a heads up, Patrick Mahomes just dropped $5 million into the Texas Tech NIL fund.
Told you.
So y'all thinking Texas Tech. So Texas Tech.
Now I understand they're in a decent league with the Big 12, and they like to pass the ball, which we
Mark
know
I
from
mean
Patrick. So I
McGuire
don't
and
know.
everything, man. He's been okay, but you paying him $4 million to come in there and do what?
I'll see you sooner, Cowboy.
Now he ain't going to Notre Dame. He ain't going to Notre Dame. Stop playing and swoop him up. They have the money.
That'd make Coach Roy Ball happy.
But then you get rid of Leonard.
Yeah.
Leonard took you to the championship game last year. Why would you want to get rid of him?
You wouldn't want to get rid of him. He took
Leonard
you
is in the draft, ain't he?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Is he?
to. He might be.
Let me see.
hey, whoever does it, like I said, you got to make sure your team understands this is part of the process and that he's an integral part.
Listen. When I typed that name, it said Notre Dame reportedly will not pursue a former 5-star quarterback who will enter the portal Wednesday.
Oh.
Notre Dame head coach Marcus Freeman has been adamant that they don't pursue a transfer, and John Bryce reported that they will not be looking at Amalava. So that one ain't gonna work.
Rest for sure, somebody's gonna see it as, hey, we can get this 5-star as long as we come up with the money.
Now,
And they might go past 4. They might do 5.
Hold on. What about this? And it's never been done before. And it might be just what the NCAA needs to put in guidelines. What if he doesn't play next year?
Oh.
Because nobody wanting to pay him that much money.
Oh.
Do you know the floodgates that will open once that happens? Now you'll have other quarterbacks saying they're not going to play because they want more money, and then they'll enter the portal, and then somebody else is going to pay them. So a statement has to be made. What if he's the statement?
Grasshopper.
Very good, Grasshopper.
I mean, I'm just saying, why wouldn't he go to Ohio State? Well, Ohio State ain't gonna pay him $4 million.
No.
They got Will Howard dirt cheap 2 years ago. Dirt cheap. Double dirt cheap. I only know if he made $1.4 million last year. And he won it all for him.
Mm-hmm.
So Thunder OU says it would be funny if Mike Gundy in Oklahoma State gets Nico. Oklahoma State making a lot of money from the Red Dirt concert for 3 days in Stillwater. Hey, like somebody said, he'll be a man if he go coach under Gundy.
He'll learn how to get head concussed by farm animals.
So, hey, man, Notre Dame has three guys competing for a quarterback. Yeah, so they're not going to get him. I would think whoever takes Nico is somewhat like Riley.
Yep.
I don't know, guys. I'm being honest. Coach didn't Kansas City draft Texas Tech wide receivers a couple years ago. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm stumped on this one. This is
I
gonna be
am
that
too.
one that until it comes out and we find out where he goes, it is what it is. I have no clue. I'm being honest.
Yep.
But hey, man, that's all I had today, man. I wanted to come on and uh, I wanted to let everybody know all the legal ramifications are gone. I'm cleared to proceed back to my Thursday nights, and whenever I want to go on, he ain't going no damn Arkansas. He can't go to Arkansas. It's an SEC school. Um, so, Bishop, are you ready, man, to get back on Thursdays, man?
Absolute.
Mike, man, is your show still back on? It's still in the.
It's still in suspension.
Well, you gonna jump on with us Thursdays and everything if you got time.
Good. If you don't mind, Coach.
Hey, man, look, man, all love here, man. Like I said, three amigos, man. We always here. So, hey, Ken, thank you, Ken. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Ken. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm gonna let y'all know about that. Ken see things how I see things.
Mm-hmm.
Arch Manning to Tennessee. Kimberly K says Gundy will say Nico reminds him of himself, young, strong, and handsome. Having him there at OSU made perfect sense. They're twins, in his opinion.
Uh, it's gonna be fun this Wednesday.
First lady bringing the juice.
I tell you what, if he goes to Texas Tech, that might be the worst mistake he's made.
Yep.
I mean, I'm just being honest. Well, no, it wasn't Michael Jackson. It wasn't Michael Jordan's jet. That wasn't Michael Jordan jet. I see his jet almost every time I go down Huntersville and Charlotte. That ain't his jet. His jet will always have 23 on the tail end. Always. So, hey, man. Yes, smash that like button, man. Please, man. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, we're going to get back to it, guys. I appreciate you guys, man, being patient with me. I know that we took off when I first started. We took off, man, doing shows, a lot of programs. But now the podcast is back on. The legal ramifications that I had against me are all dropped. Everything's good. So we can get back to giving you guys good content, man, giving you life stories, man, giving you things that me, Bishop, and Mike hold dear to us, man. This is only going to be the beginning. Like I said, I'm glad to be back, man, and this is long overdue. So we're going to get back to the emails. So now, man, everybody send those emails in now, man. We're going to get them out strong. A lot of you guys have been emailing me, and Jimmy and Jesse, and I've been responding ASAP. I like to let everybody know that I got the emails, man, and I don't mind responding to you guys. So Bishop and Mike are going to be added to my emails. So even when I can't get to it, they'll get to it for you. But hey, thank you guys, man, for rocking with us tonight, man. I know the beginning of it. Hold on. It says coaches. It says, hold on. What it says? It says Coach Rex is hiding his face because he's scared Mike looks more handsome than him right now. You fly looking dapper Jack. Really? Hey, no, man, I'm eating my food, man. My wife walked by and said I need to eat this food before it gets too cold. But I want to appreciate you honestly, by the bottom of my heart, man. Thank you guys, man, for rocking with me. The last few weeks has been rough and tough, but now, man, that everything's over and done with. Me, Mike, and Bishop can get back to doing what we do best. That is laying the smack of down on all these podcasts' ass. Yes, sir, I said it. I said it. I said it. And doing what we do best and everything, man. Bringing you content, man, that you guys like and everything, man, and that you can feel. And it's all love. It's all love, man. These two guys, man, I love them to death, man.
Love you too, Coach.
We formed a bond over the last few months, man. And like I said, I wouldn't have any other two guys on here with me. So, anything that you guys want to close with?
I'm sorry, I went off camera here a while ago. The lady brought over some dinner, and so I enjoyed me some dinner while y'all was chatting.
Hey, keep it PG. Keep it PG.
No. She brought
I'm just
she
playing,
brought me
man.
some.
We're messing with you. Relax.
Yeah, I know. I don't tell the good stuff.
Stupid.
No, she brought me my favorite Sunday dinner: chili cheese tots and a supersonic cheeseburger.
There you go, man. You gotta stop eating fast food, man.
Sonic is my jam, dude. Them chili cheese tots.
Hey, all right, Bishop. Anything you want to do, man, in closing?
Nah, just keep it fresh and funky, you guys, and stay on the beat and stay locked in.
Yep.
Hey, I get to now share my referral link and everything to people and everything, man. But we're gonna start doing that later on, man. I'm gonna start doing a little bit more content now, man, because now I have the green light, and I'm just now starting to do a little bit more of the TikTok, a little bit more, man, of other things and everything, man. So, I had me a super double cheeseburger, Mike. Man, look, y'all don't know what to order when y'all go to Sonic, man. Y'all supposed to order the chili cheese dog, man.
Yeah, supersonic cheeseburger with grilled onions and a large order chili cheese tots and a Route 44 cherry limeade.
Now I can do the cherry limeade. I do the cherry limeade, but I do the large onion rings.
I like their onion rings
You
too.
gotta get the onion rings.
Man, all right, y'all messing folks up.
Oh, man. Hey, Bevo, look, man, look. I keep hearing this from people, man. Look, football is football.
It don't matter where you
It's
play.
football. At least Mateer was playing Wyoming. Arch Manning was playing on the bench.
Yep.
So,
Hey, Bevo, keep those receipts warranted, because remember, they all come due.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. JW Grill and Chicken Say is number 2. Dude, look, don't get me started on that.
Oh, JW
No,
Grill
no, we
chicken.
not. We just messing.
Oh my
I just
God.
messing.
I
I'm
missed
being
that place.
messy.
I missed that place, man.
Oh boy.
I'm not on X. No problem. No problem. Hey, let me clear this up. Let me clear this up, man, because I think I said it once or twice and everything, man. But I need everybody to really pay attention to this. Okay. When I say Giovanni is like my nephew, he is not, but we do things like he is.
Yeah.
So like Malik, the wide receiver coach that's at UTSA, that is my little that is my first cousin's son, but he calls me uncle because I treat him as that. So I want everybody, because this is where a lot of this stuff started from, is because a lot of kids, man, call me uncle, call me pops, call me dad, and a lot of folks get it construed and get it lost up. So I'll give him the love because I know how to reach him and give him that, Kimberly K. But I want everybody to know and everything, biologically, he is not my nephew, but we get down like that.
Yeah.
And I just want everybody to know, because I have to start making this stipulations in the things that I say, because people hold my feet to the fire and say, well, you said, I know what I said, but I just want to make sure that everybody understands from now on that he is not my nephew. We just get along like that. And I know people who know him, and when we communicate like that.
Yeah.
But I will give him the prayers and everything, man, like that, because, and yes, rest in peace, Kyron Lacey. Man, look, We touched on that earlier. If you guys missed that, go back to the beginning of the podcast, man. We spent about a good 10, 15, 20 minutes on that. That is a very good topic where we were talking about, because that is a young man that is no longer here. And you guys need to hear that. You need to hear what we talked about earlier about Mr. Lacey. And also the older gentleman that passed away in that tragic accident. So much prayers and much love go out to both families. But other than that, man, I love you guys, man. We'll be back on here, man.
Big salute.
We'll be back on here, man. 8 p.m. my time, 7 p.m. y'all's time, Thursday. Until then, man, hey, get those emails in to me, man. I'll be sure to read them out to anybody, man. Horns down like always. Much love to Bishop. Much love, man, to Mike, man. You guys have a wonderful week.
Much
Until
love.
then, Boomer Sooner. And you guys keep it rocking. Let me go ahead.
We will, brother.
Stay locked in.
Throw these horns down, both of them, and everything. That's how we get down. Hold on. Rhyme Lemon says, do you describe pictures in the email as well? Hell no. Not from you. Not from you. You Lemon, boy, you on that small bus. Boy, you on that small bus.
Big salute, Jesse.
You on that small bus. Until Thursday, man, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, man. And weekday, see you guys Thursday, man. Boomer Sooner.
All right. Boomer Sooner.
Bet.
Money making good, my money need a loan. I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Money making good, my money need a loan. I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Money making good, my money